What up, Doe? What up, Doe? Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Brandon, and we here with the NBA Nightly Show. NBA Finals Special Edition, you feel me? And y'all know how we do when we start off every show. I'm going to introduce my panel I have in the building with me today, starting with my brother Marcus.
What's up, y'all? It's Marcus from the Father's Name Podcast. How y'all doing tonight?
Good.
Going all right. Going all right. Got my man Trader Guru. What up, Doe?
What up, fellas? Hey, this Trader Guru and your sports genius. You can find me at Trader Guru Sports Talk at Tremaine Chicago Brown on all social media platforms. Hey, let's go, Detroit. Detroit basketball. I had to do it one time for you, Bad.
We at home. So we at home right now, so you can't even do. Never mind. We talk about that later.
He even got his brush there. He got brush in the hoodie, man. Look at that. He's pulling all the stops out.
Representing them New York Knickerbockers, we got that man, Nate. You're great.
Yeah, you know when he said Detroit basketball, got quiet. Like
yeah, I was like,
it wasn't expected there.
Yeah, I wasn't either.
But what up, though? What up, y'all? Yeah, man, Nate the Great. My Knicks are 2 games away from the championship. Super excited. Oh man, hasn't really hit me yet. Probably will hit me after this next game. I can't be more proud of this team, man. Let's go.
And also, we got at work, but he's still on the pod, Jamal.
What up, y'all? I'm still here. Even though my Cavaliers laid a fucking egg against these Knicks, I couldn't be more happier right now that we're probably going to end up losing to maybe the eventual NBA champions. But hey, like Kobe Bryant said, job's not finished. So let's see what they can do to finish. Let's see what they can do to finish the job.
Yes, sir. All right, let's get into it. So we're gonna recap Game 1 and Game 2 of this first NBA Finals, starting with Game 1, where the New York Knicks defeated the San Antonio Spurs 105-95. Nate, since it's your team, you represent your Knicks, we'll let you go first, man. What do you think was the key factors for your New York Knicks in Game 1?
Oh, man, it's got to be Cat. I mean, Cat has played tremendously through this finals. I don't know if y'all remember when we had our last show, there was 2 things I told you that the Knicks had to do to win this finals. One was to play Wemby straight up. They could not double team him because Oklahoma City did the double team and they left those shooters wide open and they hurt them. So what the Knicks did is they played Wemby straight up with Cat and Mitchell. And I'm telling you, both those guys are thick guys. They're not lanky goose. They're not Chet. They are big, thick dudes, the 7-footers. Like, you see how they rough up Wemby, and they do a smart job of not getting fouls. And then also, too, I told y'all that the Knicks with OG, Hart, Bridges, they're going to lock down those Spurs shooters if they stay on them. Because one thing the Spurs do really well with their guards is they get into the paint and they drive. And the one thing the Knicks told themselves they weren't going to do is allow those driving lanes to happen. With either with Wemby, whether it's Castle, whether it's Fox, even Harper at times. Like, they were going to shut those lanes down and say, hey, beat us from the perimeter. And if you beat us from the perimeter, then, that you can't do anything about it because, but they've done a really good job defensively. And this Game 1 was weird because the Knicks got down as much as 14 points because they started playing hero ball and started playing bad on defense. But they chipped away, got back in the game. And then, of course, if the game's closed, Big Body Brunson's going to take over the game. I mean, this guy is the clutch player of all time for the Knicks and one of the clutch players in the NBA, period. So, with the young team and Big Body Brunson, he's going to get his. He hasn't been that great this series. But I give all the flowers to Cat. Cat's played tremendously on Wemby, and on offensively, he's not afraid to go against Wemby.
Trey, your thoughts on Game 1?
Well, my thoughts, fellas, man, is like this. I saw half of the game and everything, but I'm just gonna add on with Nate was talking about. I've been saying this though, man. You got to play women aggressively, man. Like that's how Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle and all them got their ass whooped in the Western Conference Finals. You can't. You got to play them straight up, man. You got to put the big bite on. So now, okay, New York got three bigs. Okay, you got Robinson, you got Cat, and I've got
OG
the other
can play him
guy.
too.
And OG, yeah, OG. You know they got big bodies, big waist. You know, but like I said, man, Jalen Bronson is the momentum. He's the motor to the engine, man. You know he really brings it the momentum towards those guys, man. They feed off him, and especially he creating his own shots. You know what I'm saying? So um for the Knicks, for the Knicks, for the Spurs, though, you know, I think their guards got to pay big. If they guards, it Carter Bryant, you got Stephon Castle and De'Aaron Fox and Dylan Harper. Those guys, to me, they're the X factor for the Spurs because if Wemby is in trouble, like I said, keep him in the perimeter. Don't have him in that post. Just keep him, you know what I'm saying, face up, playing him one on one, like hey, let him beat you with his jumping and stuff like that. But if he can't cross you over and you putting that D on his ass, you can really get him frustrated. You can shut him down. But when Nate said, man, Ken Anthony Towns has to play that way, or else, you know what I'm saying, the Spurs might find a little momentum, and that's it. That's all I had to say about that game one.
Sure. Marcus, your thoughts on game one?
Cat's defense is amazing. Josh Hart's rebounding is crazy for how short he is.
Phenomenal, man.
He got crucial rebounds when it matters. And the Spurs just look like deer in headlights. They look like young kids who are not ready for the moment. And the Knicks are still rolling off their momentum. And it showed in game one. And if Cat keeps this up, it's an early series.
Jamal.
Right now, the best player that's playing for the San Antonio Spurs in that whole series right now ain't been Wemby. It's been Dylan Harper. But you know damn well he can't do it, but he's not the main focal point. He needs to be doing this. You know, it should be somebody like Wemby. It should be somebody like Castle. It should be somebody like De'Aaron Fox. You can't depend on. I mean, yet you cannot depend on Dylan Harper coming off the bench to go ahead and be the workhorse who's bringing the energy all the damn time. You know, big players. This is the NBA Finals. This is where people make a name for yourself. And right now, the people who've been making a name for themselves has been Jalen Brunson, but we expected that. But we also did see the key to this whole series, and then winning the NBA Finals for the New York Knicks was going to be Cat. And Cat right now is showing up and showing out. So he's doing his part. That's not a problem for them. It's on the San Antonio Spurs. I don't understand what their issue is. I think a lot of people are saying, well, maybe they're too young. Maybe that they're, that they need to go, that it's not their time yet and stuff like that. They may be right. Because do I believe the San Antonio Spurs in the future are going to win some NBA titles? Absolutely. But this is a different New York Knicks team because they know right now it's go time. There ain't going to be no tomorrow. Because if they don't win this one here, it's going to be a problem. And I think that's what they're dealing with right now.
That's a problem. Can I add something he said?
You got it.
I think the problem with the Spurs is that when they don't have open shots, their offense is anemic because they rely on open shots to be successful. Champagny, Vassell, Harper, Fox, even Wemby. Like when you watch the past series, they were able to advance because of hitting open shots. Like they don't have guys to really drive and shoot the mid range. It's either a layup or it's a three. A lot of times with the Spurs. So, like I said, when this series started, for the Knicks to be successful, they had to lock down those shooters as best as possible. Get on their rotations, run them off the three-point line, make them hit those mid-range jumpers, make them hit contested layups and all that stuff. And you see that's been huge. And also taking the Castle away too. Castle's our second best player, and he has looked very average at times because Mikal Bridges, shout out to him, man. He's locking him up. Like he's like back pockets on him right now. And then Hart on top of that, Hart can lock up on him too because he's a 6'5", big aggressive dude. So Castle's frustrated. There's no doubt. He is very frustrated right now. And some of it's youth because he's only 21 years old, but he's got to get a more mid-range jump shot. I think that's the next part of his game. He got to get some kind of mid-range jump shot because it's either him shooting a three or trying to go to the rim and making a basket. He's got to have that mid-range game if he really wants to take it to the next level.
All right, I'm going to go through some stats real quick. Champagnie played 31 minutes and dropped 16 points. Vassell played 36 minutes, 9 points. Wemby had 26 points, but he was 6 of 21 shooting from the field from that first game. Castle had 34 points, 34 minutes, 17 points, 7 for 16 for the field. De'Aaron Fox, who I feel like needs to step his game up, and he did that in game 2. We'll talk about that. Had 7 points, 3 for 13 shooting. Derek Barnes had 0 points. Brian had 1 point. Harper came off the bench and had 16. Johnson only had 3, and Corvette had 0. So who do y'all feel game 1 was the reason who really needed to step up and failed to do that?
Fox, you have 7 points in 38 minutes, and your replacement is 28 minutes, 16 points. You're supposed to be the veteran leader of the team. Let's just say it because he's the oldest on the team, been around the longest, played against great teams. You're supposed to be the veteran of the team, and you went 3 for 13, 0 for 4, and was non-existent the first game.
I'm gonna say Champagnie because he was on one in the first half. I mean, part of it was because the Knicks just didn't rotate well to him.
Yeah, they were leaving him wide open the first half.
Exactly. And he's been a Knick killer. Like the one game that the Spurs won against the Knicks in the regular season, Champagnie had a career night. I think he had like 36 points or something like that from 3. So, but he was terrible in the second half. Now they put more clamps on him, but he still missed some wide open shots, like bad, and like Fox. Listen, Fox sees the writing on the wall. He's gonna probably be gone in the offseason. Like because I said
no, I don't believe that. But go ahead.
Let me say why. Because when you drafted Harper, you basically drafted a young De'Aaron Fox. They're the same guys. They literally their games mimic each other.
Yeah,
That's why it was kind of
bigger body. Yeah.
Huh?
I said Harper just got a little bit bigger build.
Yeah, he's got a little bit more of a bigger body, maybe a better shot. But the thing is, it befuddles me because, like, literally, if you sign Harper to the extension, if you sign Fox to the extension, why didn't you go out and draft a guy like Con Knipple, who you could use for shooting? Or you could have got a guy like VJ Edgecombe, who's going to be a dog and a superstar at some point. Like, you drafted the same guy. So I don't understand it, but I think that Fox is seeing the writing on the wall, and he's struggling because Harper is obviously the more shine, the younger player, more flash and all that. And I like Fox. Fox is one of my favorite players in the NBA, but he's just struggling, and this is not the time to struggle in the finals. Like you're the vet guy. You're the guy that they brought in to take him to this level and take him to over the top. And you're not doing that. You're getting beat out by a 20-year-old. That's not good.
Step up when the team is struggling, and he ain't stepping up.
Exactly.
All right, let's go over the Knicks stats before we head to talk about the next game. Hart was 27 minutes, only had 3 points. OG, 31 minutes, 17 points. Count Anthony Towns, balling. 34 minutes, 18 points. Brunson, 37 minutes, 30 points. Bridges, 28 minutes, 9 points. How you say his last name?
Shemet.
Shemet had 9 points coming off the bench. Alfredo, he had 7 points. Carson had 0 points.
Alfredo, come on, man.
Alfredo, I said it.
Alvarado. God,
yeah. McBride had 6 points, and Robinson had 2 points. So, Nate, I'm going to start with you, man. Who was that key factor in that first game for you all?
Well, first off, you don't show how many rebounds Hart had in this game. He had 15 rebounds. He out-rebounded Wemby. The guy is literally 6'5", and Wemby 7'4", and he out-rebounded Wemby, and 12 of those rebounds were defensive rebounds. That's impressive.
Because he comes trashing in from that 3-point line with reckless abandon.
Dude, I mean, if you watch the regular season, he's had games where he's had over 20 to 15 rebounds.
It's why they moved him to power forward.
He's that damn good of a rebounder.
He just does it.
Yeah. Listen.
Even go ahead, y'all. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead, Trey. Go ahead, Trey.
I want to say, man, they don't get hard enough credit. He might not score a whole lot of points, but the man in critical plays when plays need to be made, he is right there. He was a turnover.
He's a glue guy.
Is he a rebound? Or just a damn shot or two need. You know what I'm saying? He's there. And
he's the Knicks version of Draymond Green.
Yeah, he's a damn good defender too. He's a damn good defender.
That's a great. I like that.
He runs the offense like Draymond Green does. I agree, 100% with you.
Go ahead, Trey.
Huh?
Go ahead, Trey.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man. Just either not even only Hart, man, but I'll just say Bridges and Robinson, man. Even though these guys are not scoring a whole lot, but they make key defensive stops.
Oh, they're good defensive players.
So that's how the Spurs are getting shut down, because you got to think about it. The Spurs only good for transitioning baskets. Either get a turnover on you, or they steal the ball from you. They get a turnover. They make their basket. They're like you like a running gun, fast break type of team. You know what I'm saying? And that's how Dylan Harper, Castillo, and Fox is so effective. But then when they start struggling from the 3-point line, like y'all guys was saying, man, their momentum is pretty much gone. You know what I'm saying? So then they be trying to look for easy transition basket. Then if the basket's not there, then Wimby getting his ass kicked. That's why Towns need to continue to play aggressive on him, man, because you can't lay up on Wimby, man. Like you said, you try to double team him, like Nick said, the shooter's gonna be wide open. I totally agree with that. That's why Minnesota got their ass whooped. And goddamn
OKC. The same thing. Yep.
Yeah. So now we seeing New York playing man-to-man defense. They're
trusting Towns to play him up straight up.
Yeah, and so that's why Robinson and OG need to be his backup and play him the same damn way.
You're wearing him down. Yeah.
Wearing him down.
Another person we haven't gave credit to at all, because nobody's mentioned him. Let's give credit to Mike Brown, the coach, and what he's done. He sees that pretty much the moment that Wemby is out of the game, he pretty much, I'm pretty sure he's telling his players, this is when we need to make our run. Because every time when the game has been close, whether the Spurs are up or whether the Knicks are up, the Knicks are going to make their run and go right to the basket. It wasn't until this game 2 to when, everybody was like, oh, well, fuck it. I don't care whether Wemby's in the game or not. We're going to go right at his ass. But that first game, the moment Wemby did go out of the game, that's when the Knicks made their run. And when they get the rebound, if y'all haven't been noticing all play along for the New York Knicks, the moment they get the rebound, they're pushing, they're running. They're not walking it up. They're not slowing the tempo down. The moment that, somebody gets the rebound, OG Anunoby gets the rebound, and all of a sudden kick it out to Jalen Brunson. Brunson kick it out to OG Anunoby. They kick it back out to Carl Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
But regardless, whether it was the Spurs, whether it was the Hawks, or whether it was my Cavaliers, they kept pushing the tempo that whole damn time, and pretty much that's what capitalized on it. Why? Because the transition defense on each one of those teams wasn't able to get back easily. So they're doing so. So that's another thing. Push the tempo. Make Wemby go ahead and chase you. Make Stephon Castle. Make De'Aaron Fox. Make Dylan Harper. The moment that the Knicks get the rebound, they are pushing the tempo and running up and down that court and get an easy bucket, whether it's a 3 or whether it's a layup. It's been right there, and that's another key factor too. Put the tempo and keep doing what you're doing, and that's a credit to Mike Brown, because I'm pretty sure he preached that to his players.
Yeah, and the thing about Mike Brown too is that he decided to go ahead and play Cat on Wemby, which a lot of people probably thought when the series started. You're joking, right? Wemby's gonna have like 50 points every game, and he put that respect on Towns. Said, hey, you're a big guy. You're 7 foot. you saw what he did to Chet. You're not Chet. You're a thicker dude. You're offensively skilled. You can push him around and challenge him on the offensive side too. And he's stepped up to that role and he's played phenomenal. I just want to say one thing what Jamal said about the runouts. Listen, San Antonio's defense is really good. Okay, like there's a reason why their coach is going to be the head coach of the Magic, Sean Sweeney. He is a really good defensive-minded coach. He is their defensive guy on the team. Like, if you want to stop a really aggressive defense, you have to run out. Because if you allow them to set up in the half court,
a lot.
it's going to be a problem.
You can't even see the table.
Wow.
You're not wrong.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and to add on to what Jamal said, has Mike Brown unlocked Karl Anthony Towns? He's playing his best ball this playoff. Scoring, rebounding, playmaking, defensively.
No, Marna.
He's playing his best ball.
Yeah, yeah.
Mike Brown has Karl Anthony Towns clicking on all measures.
God. Oh, man. Listen, Towns is a hell of a player. He was a number one pick for a reason. Coming out of Kentucky, the guy was as talented as Anthony Davis coming out. The only knock on Towns is that was he going to be able to play defense on the other side? And this is the best he's played defense going forward.
I mean,
and I'll tell you what, man. You win this ring here. This is a whole different Towns going
What am
forward.
I supposed to
Whole
eat?
different town.
How am I supposed to eat my pizza without my diet?
So it's the next game. It's gonna be Monday night in San Antonio.
No, it's in New York.
It's in New York.
Yeah, the next two are in New York.
Dude, this might be a sweep, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
At least I'm gonna give it one game at least. I wouldn't feel bad at all.
Put it on a fast charger here.
But
All right, we gonna talk about that, Trey. We're gonna talk about that. Is this series over? We're gonna talk about that.
I got to here.
Let's talk about game 2 real quick. No, before we talk about game 2, did anybody really have a problem with the dude running on the court for the
I mean,
My bad.
there was some stuff behind it, man. No doubt. I mean, he didn't even get one of his head. He's so damn tall. He just got it's like a long neck.
what was the fucking purpose of it any fucking way? Can you just
I think somebody paid him to get on the court, and he was like representing.
Count sheep. Somebody placed the bet.
Yeah.
But he banned for life. He banned for like all NBA games.
That doesn't matter. He probably didn't even want to go to the game in the first place. Like that. They need to start putting these people in jail, man. That's scary, bro. You have a guy to run on the court like that in the middle of a big game, and you know, thank God he didn't try to do anything bad or anything like that. That's scary, bro.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about game 2. Game 2, the Knicks beat the Spurs in dramatic fashion. We're going to talk about the turnover and everything else like that. But the Knicks are leading the series right now 2-0. Nate, we got to go to you first because, you know, your team is.
Yeah.
So, how you feel about this game, man?
Listen, this game was like a fight. Like, literally, the Spurs were throwing jab after jab after jab. And rather than the Knicks just falling down, they just took it, shaked off, and said, okay, I'm ready for the next one. Like, they took every punch that the Spurs brought out. And I expected the Spurs to really come out aggressively in this game because they had to win this game. Like, if you don't win this game, you go back to the Garden for 2 games, and you're telling me that you have a chance to win your championship and close out this team at home, and you're not going to want to do that? Like, this was a huge game. And it was really interesting, too, because the Spurs got out to a good start. Then the Knicks kind of got on a run. Then the Spurs went back on a run. And then the Knicks kind of just had a moment, where they went and got a big lead, and then they just fell apart. They weren't making shots and all that, and credit San Antonio. They took advantage of that. But again, the game was close. They didn't freak out. They made their plays. You know, the OG foul was huge because that was a huge momentum thing, but that was a foul. Let's be real. It was a fucking foul. And then JB did his thing, and you know, they just found a way to win. That's really what it was. I mean, they were playing with house money in this game. Like they could go home and say, "Hey, we could easily go home 1-1 and split. We're good." But if we can win 2, hey, now we're talking about closing it at the Garden, bro. Like that's the dream that every Knick fan wants, you know. So it was a very intense game. I almost died probably 3 times in this game. But I do think this showed the better team, because I'm gonna give you a point of the game where I thought this is why the Knicks are better than the Spurs. So when Cat got those sorry ass fouls and went to the bench, Mike Brown benched Cat, and he took out Jalen Brunson. And you know who showed up big? Fucking Mikal Bridges, Mr. 5 draft picks himself. He got a couple of good buckets and kept that lead rather than them dwindling the lead. And that was huge. That told me right there, like, because in game 1, OG was that guy in the fourth quarter and the end of the third quarter. And in this game, it was Mikal Bridges. So it's a different guy every game, along with your stars. And that tells me right there, yeah, San Antonio is not on the level of the Knicks, because Mikal Bridges has been in the finals. He didn't win it, but he was in the finals against the Bucks, and he balled out in the finals. So he showed up big, and kudos to him.
Before I give it to Marcus, go ahead and give us the stats of your New York Knicks.
Yeah, I mean, OG had 17. Well, this is the old one.
No,
is it this?
Game 2.
Oh, no. Oh, so OG had 17. Oh, wow. That was a quiet 17. Yeah, so OG had 17. Towns did his thing. When he got into foul trouble, he pretty much was a non-factor. So they kind of took him out of the game in some essence. Mikal Bridges, 20 points. That's what I want to see from him. JB was terrible, and they still won the game. That's the main thing. Shamet was Shamet. I like Shamet. He's really good off the bench. McBride gave a 5 points. Alvarado was solid at the point guard when JB went out. And Mitch, he could have probably had more points if he makes his fucking free throws. But there's one thing I do want to say about this series so far is both games the Spurs have outshot the Knicks in both games, and the Knicks lead 2-0. Just wrap your head around that for a sec.
Marcus, you on mute?
What happened? What were you doing? What were you possibly doing when you grabbed the rebound? You have a timeout left. You have 7 seconds left.
Nerves,
you
man.
can dribble the ball.
Yeah.
You're allowed. There's just so many things at the end of the game that just showed me why the Knicks are going to win this finals. The inexperienced coaching right there. That's just a big blunder that cannot happen at the end of the game. And the Knicks capitalized perfectly. Brunson, right place, right time, runs right into Victor, gets to shoot the free throws. Last person you want shooting free throws.
Mm-hmm.
And that right there for me is just all I needed to see. Put the nail in the coffin. The Knicks are just too good. Like Nate said, Mikal stepped up for 20. When you get people like him going for 20 points, not saying he's not a scorer or anything, but he's more defensively.
Yeah.
It's harder. It's harder for the Spurs because your support players aren't showing up, but all the Knicks support players are showing up, answering the bell, playing defense, playing offense, and Wemby stepped up. I'll give him credit. He played more aggressively, but then cowered in the biggest moment.
He started off slow, but yeah, he finished strong.
And then panicked and got scared and shrunk down to 5'11" in the biggest moment. And then
that's on Mitch Johnson, man. Mitch Johnson's got to call timeout.
You feel me? That just shows the inexperience right there. That the Knicks are a better team, don't get me wrong, but they're also a more experienced team. They've been together. They've been to the Eastern Conference Finals. This was, and I didn't get to say this earlier, this was the Knicks year that they had to do something. This was year 3 going on with the same crew with Towns, Brunson, Hart, Bridges. You've already had this lineup. They had and they're proving it. And the Spurs just looked just inexperienced, man. That was just terrible. The end of the game had me ready to throw a controller. I was playing It was just terrible.
You sound so disappointed, man. Damn.
I wanted at least it to be a series, but you lose that game too, and now you, like you said, you got to go to the Garden, where it's going to be Knicks all out.
It's gonna be nuts.
What's that? 53-year drought. Like,
yep.
It's going to be hard for
They
this.
smell it, man. They smell it. They smell it. They smell the blood.
Yeah, they might get one, but it's going to be hard. Just the inexperience killed them, not being able to step up in the moment when it matters. But I like Harper. I gotta give Harper credit this whole series for the Spurs. I think he done worked his way into the starting lineup.
He's been solid, but he's got to also develop a mid-range shot himself because he really relies on the drive a lot.
But that comes with the later on in the years. Is he a rookie this year? Was it last year?
He's a rookie. No, he's a rookie this year.
Yeah, so I think year 2, year 3, he'll start developing that jumper. But I definitely think he's done put himself on the map this finals, coming off the bench in the performance he's having.
Yeah.
Trey.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm just gonna tap in with them guys with saying the adversity of the New York Knicks, overcome the adversity when Bronson twisted his ankle and his knee. He went out, then
he do that every series. Let's keep it real. Brunson do that every series. Brunson do that every series. He's
a small guy, man. Like
he got knees and ankles in the back of the locker room. He can change out.
All right, it's part of his plan. He gets hurt, gets the Knicks going, and then he's like, "All right, now I'm coming back."
I don't subscribe to that shit, man. He's a small dude, man. He's gonna get hurt.
He's taking a lot of blows, especially.
Hey, Nate, I'm with you. I told you I want Brunson to win. The Knicks to win because America. I said it. Remember, I said
but
that.
the dude sacrificed his body every game, bro. Like, you know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of like when AI plays. AI would always throw himself on the ground because he would give every effort on his game. Brunson's the same way.
He was like that.
Throws his body everywhere.
Go ahead, finish up, Trey.
Yeah, on top of that, y'all, he was changing up his COVID Bryant series. Like, he went from the COVID-6 to the COVID-11 or something he was doing. I was like, what is going on? And then, but I like you guys said, man, with the Spurs, with the inexperience, I feel like they'll be back, man. I think if they lose this series, I think those guys will be back. And the maturity starts kicking in, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's why, the Knicks are the way they are because they battle. They battle the Indiana Pacers. They battle the Detroit Pistons. They battle the Boston Celtics, you know what I'm saying, in the tough Eastern Conference. Now these guys emerge to the team they need to be for being the championships. And so, like y'all said, I think it's the basketball gods finally finna give New York championship after 50-some years, and then it took 20-some years since Patrick Ewing and them did it in '99. So, you know what, man? I would feel better if the Spurs win one game.
Bro, just one. Just one.
No, fuck it. I want to sweep.
Have a sweep in the finals.
Already there. I want to sweep. I want to be over. My heart can't take any more games.
After what
more of these games.
OKC, you're giving us this? Come on, give us one. Give us one. Did you really give it all your last series and just have nothing left? What is it?
But also, too, guys, they meant to interrupt you, bro. Man, I think they kind of burnt out too, man, because OKC kind of put a lot on their ass. That
was a tough series, man. That was their Super Bowl. That was literally their Super Bowl.
That was it. And so when they got to the West, they felt like they won the whole damn thing. No, man, you still.
I told y'all Wemby cried too early. I said that. I said that. It was too much emotion. Winning that West Coast, it was. You see, it was written off. That was his championship. You feel me? Like,
there was a lot of emotion. Yeah,
there was a lot of emotion. Like, he was crying. Like my daughter when she bumped her toe or something like that.
Go to New York.
Before we get to Steve on the bottom here, I do want to say one thing. When you look at history, look at when the Orlando Magic, they were a young up and coming team, right?
Orlando, man,
and they beat the Bulls with Jordan, and they were on top of the world. That was their championship. They were finally got past Jordan, and then what happened? They got their ass swept by Houston in the finals against Akeem Olajuwon and Kenny Smith and the boys. This is the same thing that's kind of happening for the Spurs.
Emotion,
their Super Bowl was beating the Thunder, and now they wasted so much physicality and emotion on that series. Now they're in the finals and they're just gassed, bro. They're just gassed. And then the way they've lost these games, I don't know mentally if they have the capacity to even make this a series anymore. I really don't, because they're a young team. They're fragile. They're going on the road in a very hostile environment. They're going to hear everything about sweeps. It's going to take a huge effort by everybody to win these next 2 games, because I'm telling you right now, y'all, I'm going to say it again. 53 years since the Knicks won a championship. It has been since 99 since they've been in the finals. You don't think that this is their dream scenario to win 2 in San Antonio and then to close it out in New York City? Like, you don't think that is their dream?
If San Antonio don't show up Monday, man, he's lights out. It's pandemonium in New York.
I mean,
he's going crazy.
And again, the Spurs have shot better than the Knicks in both games.
Right.
And now you know what happens when you go home, right? Your role players shoot better when you get home. Jalen Brunson's not going to shoot 7 of 25 again. He's going to ball the fuck out when he gets back home. So there you go.
Yeah.
Steve, your thoughts, and then I'm going to get to Jamal.
Hey, where's your Knick jersey?
Hey, I'm at work. I ain't get enough chance to get. I ain't get enough to get it. I forgot it. Hey, listen. I already know what Knicks fans is feeling like. They feeling good today.
Hell yeah.
They got their fly shit on. They got their bills paid.
The rats in New York are even happy, man.
I got my fly shit on. No, but you know what? I give credit to the Knicks, man. They did what they had to do. It was so much of a back and forth. Knicks got on a run, Spurs got on a run, Knicks got on a run, Spurs got on a run. It was such a back and forth thing. Unfortunately, that Wemby pass that never should have happened, that he could have called a timeout on.
You mean the Wimpy pass?
I mean, hey man, he did. That was one of them Chris Webber moments. Like,
You had to bring up Webber and call it timeout.
I went there, but I mean, like I said, you got to give the Knicks credit, man. They did what they had to do. They took 2 in San Antonio, and you know, it's just Brunson hit some helly ass shots. I mean, my goodness, he hit some shots. But there were some calls the Spurs should have got. That it was some fouls that wasn't called.
Oh shit!
It was some that they.
How about the cat
it was
calls?
Some fouls
Those are bullshit. Mitchell's tech, that was bullshit too.
Yeah, it was crazy. Some calls
it
was just
they
like
didn't even call it. That last wimpy shot shouldn't even account or had to happen because Cornette kicked the ball literally himself. That should have been Nick's ball, and they probably would have shot more free throws.
What up, bro?
Don't get me started on that shit because I would have went scorched earth on that fucking ref if we lost that game because of that.
Yeah, and even the Karl Anthony Towns four foul that was crazy too. I was just like, he didn't even touch him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, he was just like, even after all that, they called a foul? Like, I'm like, come on, man. Come on. But, like I said, give credit. I you know what, though? I got to disagree. I think all the, like, with the Knicks coming home, I think it's a lot of pressure on them to finish at home. Because
they got to.
The sweep at home, all that pressure going to be on. You're going to be a little bit tentative. You're going to be like, if you make some mistakes, the crowd going to be like,
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Y'all losing. Y'all trying to get this up. Like, and I got to say this too. Can y'all please stop showing Fat Joe? I'm getting tired of y'all seeing him. Oh, my bad, Skinny Joe.
Not so Fat Joe. Ozempic Joe.
Right. Like, we just gonna call him Joe, Slim Joe. But man, like, and it was a question because I think I asked this in the chat too, and I wanted to ask y'all this too.
Here you go.
Do y'all think? Yeah, that question right there. Do you think they should put Wemby at the 4 and Cornette at the 5 to add some size in game 3?
No, they've gone this way with their lineup, and they've had this much success. Even Darren Fox said himself, "We're gonna do what we've been doing. We're not gonna change what we've been doing. It's too late." Yeah, I mean, and if you go double big, I mean,
Knicks gonna
all
run around.
all the Knicks can do is put Mitch on there, and that's gonna negate Cornette.
That and the transition play of the Knicks pushing the ball the way they've been pushing the ball. You put Cornette and Wemby in the game, trying to run down the court at the same time.
Plus, Wemby needs space because Cornette's not a shooter.
He ain't getting there.
He will be a perimeter liability if both of those players were on the court pretty much.
Because you already see Towns go right around Wemby. You think everybody else gonna have a problem? Nope. Cornette gets switched on somebody, barbecue chicken, and then Cornette can't do nothing on offense.
Right.
They're just wasting a body at that point.
Like you see when Wemby goes out of the game, man, it's like barbecue chicken for everybody on the Knicks because they go after Cornette like nobody's business. Like they see that white boy in there, like, hey, let's go for it. It's like when you see somebody on the court and your best player goes out to the bench, you're like, hey, now it's time to play.
All right, we're gonna get to Jamal, and then we go get to D. D, what up, though?
What up, though?
My boy,
really?
Appreciate you being on here. Appreciate you being on here. All right, Jamal, give us your thoughts on this last game.
To quote what somebody said in our Facebook Messenger, the Knicks got to be soul snatchers, and that's exactly what they did. Like straight up, okay. They have to be, and they damn sure got to be this one in game 3. Like literally they need to go into this game 3. Like, okay, listen, we're down. Like go into this like you're down 0-2, even though you got everybody named Mama hollering at you, celebrating you, saying, "Hey, we gonna win." What you have won? You won 2 games. 2 games ain't gonna win the NBA. Two games ain't gonna win just the NBA Finals. No, you need to go ahead and kick their ass in this game 3. Because if you go up 3-0, you literally took their heart and their soul to make sure, like, hey, we ain't going back to San Antonio. We want to celebrate and have arguably probably, if not the biggest party that New York City has ever had. If they go ahead and win game 3, and knowing damn well game 4, they're gonna be like, you know what? Let's end this. We ain't going back to San Antonio. We ain't coming back down here to the South. We gonna go ahead and end this right the fuck now. Now I do say this, yes. Josh Hart hasn't done a damn thing offensively in the first 2 games. Do not be surprised if he does something in at least game 3 or at least game 4. He's going to show up. So let's see. He's playing his part. He's just a body. He's just there. But remember when he played the Cavaliers in game 2? It wasn't a Jalen Brunson show. It was a Josh Hart show. Hart showed up. He's good for at least. That's what I said. He's good at least for one game at least. So Brunson knows what the pressure is going to be. Cat knows what's at stake. Everybody there knows what's at stake. But what I need the New York Knicks to do is block out all the noise, y'all. Just do what you've been doing. Don't pay attention. No shit. That's New York City. That's hard to block out all the noise. Let's be real. This ain't like San Antonio where the media is like a little different. New York City, you got everybody and their mama, including that guy in the office who was patting them on the back. So block out all that noise, like.
Yeah. So. Ask the Hawks, ask the Sixers, ask the Cavs if the Knicks don't know how to finish.
Hey, don't talk about the Hawks because they was only want to push you on a 7-game series.
Okay.
Yeah, they lost by 50 the Hawks a lot more credit with the
but at the same time, we can ask them all they want to. This is the NBA Finals. They weren't playing for the finals in that.
The proof's in the pudding. Like they know how to close out games. Is what I'm trying to say.
Once again, this is a different spotlight that they got on them now. The New York media, all the celebrities, that's pretty much going to be celebrity row for the first 10 rows. That's probably going to be up there in the Madison Square Garden. I can imagine.
It's always celebrity row, bro.
No. The first 10 rows. Not celebrity row in the first row. 10 rows, man. You know what them tickets? Them tickets pretty much going to cost some people. Them tickets are pretty much going to cost some people rent. That's what I'm saying.
I'm going to get the price right now. I'm going to get Trey on here to give his thoughts, though. Because, Trey, I'm going to ask you, Trey. Seeing how your Cleveland Cavaliers was down 0-2 against the Detroit Pistons and came back and won that series, do you feel the Spurs can come back? And your thoughts on this series right now?
You could have asked me that, man. We both Cavaliers fans, man.
I know, but
Right,
I
right,
Trey just coming
exactly.
in and I just started the question, so I thought I hit him with it. I just
I got you.
So it's a pleasure to be here. The
Pleasure to have
series.
you here, brother.
I thank you for having me. Okay, I feel very privileged. All right. So
Yes, sir.
okay. So the Knicks are hot right now, right? My initial take. They hot. Everybody,
Hotter
every
than fish
good team
grease.
hit a stride where it don't matter who in front of you. You know how it is when you hot on the court. It don't matter who checking you. You know
I'm
what I'm
getting
saying?
a bucket.
Everybody getting this work. Now,
Facts.
problem is, or the concern is, once you get hit in the mouth your first time, can you respond? The Spurs, the Spurs could have won both games. They was in a position to do it, and they just didn't close the deal. One could argue rest versus fatigue, but I think I don't know the way New York looking right now, bro. They looking like they could sweep. They do, and
They're
the
like
biggest
gangbusters,
reason for
man.
that, to me, is Cat, man. Cat playing like a man possessed. Okay, he say, "Hey, Wembanyama, you ain't the only number 1 overall pick before. You know what I'm talking about? I'm out here too, and I'm in the Mecca." Wait, hold on.
He's not afraid of him.
Watch
I
out for
want to
them
get
trees,
past that
brother.
loud truck. Say it again. I had to get past that loud
We
truck.
listening, brother. We listening.
So
Watch
I
out for the
think
clowns.
this is I think Wembanyama plays really good on the road. I think he's the type. From what I've seen so far in the playoffs, he played good on the road. So I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to the Garden and have a 40 and 20. Would not be surprised.
He's gonna have to have a game like that.
But even if he have 40 and 20, they could still lose because, Castle or Fox or somebody else has to turn it up. Because right now, the 1-2 punch of Brunson and Cat with Mikal just filling in where he feel like, that is hurting the Spurs. They have no answer for that. None. So, I mean, my gut telling me New York probably going to either sweep or gentleman sweep. But my mind saying I wouldn't be surprised if the Spurs tied it up and won both games in New York.
They're gonna have to come and punch New York in the mouth the first game at the very rip. If order for that to happen, Spurs gonna have to come out and punch them in the throw haymakers at the beginning.
And the thing is that the Spurs have played good games. Both they just didn't close.
See, not good. No, they need to play a great first half.
Right.
I fucking make it. You gotta take the crowd out. You gotta just destroy them, which I don't see it happening.
All right, let me touch on something real quick before y'all wanted to know how much the tickets was. Them tickets is fucking high. They want $8,000 for them fucking tickets.
Hey, you got me fucked up.
Yeah, the nosebleed seats like 29,000.
$13,000. Spurs games are like $2,000 to $3,000 too. It's sad. They can't even watch their team play.
That's wow.
Listen, I'm gonna say it like this, right?
Why y'all playing like y'all ain't got that in y'all back pocket? Come on now.
Oh, hey, you showed me my back pocket. I got that, please.
I got nothing in that back pocket. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, when I find that back pocket, I'm gonna let you know because I don't know.
Let me hold some when you find it, shit.
But the thing is too about this series, and I've kind of been harping on it, is the Knicks haven't played their best games, y'all. I mean, you mentioned right now they were down 14 in one game, came back and won it. They were down again by another good amount of points and came back and won it. Like, they've shot like shit. Like, they barely shot over 40-something% in this game. And the game before that, they shot 36. And they still won. Like, let's just be real. They're the better team. They're the deeper team. Like, if JB has not been on his game, and they still are winning.
So they have the deeper team and the better team is where I push back a little. This is in my opinion, New York is not deep. Everybody just knows their role. which is totally different. If it became a shootout, right? Brunson and Cat could probably score with anybody. I don't think neither one of them will outscore Wemby. But I also think Dylan Harper, De'Aaron Fox, and Stephon Castle could outscore 75% of that New York roster.
I don't know about that, bro.
Bruh,
I disagree with that.
Mikal Bridges has been hot, but he is not a scorer.
Okay.
Anunoby has his times, but he's not a scorer.
Okay.
Josh Hart, not a scorer. Shamit can shoot, but he's not a scorer.
But you're basing
not
it.
A scorer.
Okay, but you're basing it on a 20-year-old rookie who's only played one season, and you're basing it on a 21-year-old guard who's only been his second season. I'm sorry, OG and Mikal Bridges are better than both those players right now. Now, I'm not saying they're not going to be better in the future, but right now, OG and Mikal Bridges are better than those two guards.
But I didn't say better. I never said better.
No, he didn't.
The word better never came out my mouth. Okay. I said outscore. Offensively, Anunoby or Mikal Bridges is not better offensively than Castle or Harper.
I disagree.
Veterans.
I disagree.
They're just better, well-rounded. I see what you're doing.
No, they're better. They're better offensive players.
They're better complete two-way players.
Their games are more complete.
I disagree.
Two-way, but offensively, I see what I see what you're saying.
Castle's a sporadic shooter, and Harper is a driver. How are they? How?
What Mikal? Listen, okay. What is Mikal Bridges' weapon on the offense?
Did you see Mikal Bridges in the finals?
That was not my question. My question.
But I'm asking you that question. Did you see him in the finals?
What is his weapon?
He was a 20-point scorer.
Are you answering the question?
He's a three-point shooter and a mid-range shooter. There, I answered your question.
He can shoot from the mid-range.
And he can shoot the three. He can shoot the three. He aced 4 threes last night. Don't tell me he can't shoot threes.
Game.
Oh my God! I'm done with you, bro.
In the multiple series leading up to the finals, he was not reliable from three.
Gotta hear him out, man. Gotta hear him out.
Yeah, he wasn't reliable from three in no series before this one. He was reliable from mid-range. He was also like that in the season. Not reliable from three, but reliable from mid-range. All season. So this is why I say I give you that. Mid-ranger. What is Anunoby's top offensive trait?
He shoots threes. And he can hit mid-range too, and he can get to the basket. Yes.
His top offensive trait is he can get to the basket. He don't really have a handle, but he's strong enough with enough athleticism to take advantage of it.
Is everything okay up there?
So
I can hop off if need be.
I mean, bro. I mean, like, what are we doing, man? Like, shit. I mean, they're 3-and-D players. They can score. They can shoot threes. What the hell can Castle and Harper do if their best success is shooting threes if they're open?
So I see our mindsets on scorer versus shooter is different, because when I think of a scorer knows how to put the ball in the hoop. It does not matter where it's at. Shooting at the rim, off the dribble, mid-range, back to the basket, off ball. It don't matter. A scorer is a scorer. If they get it, they can put it in the hoop. A shooter is somebody who can score from shooting. Can they make some layups sometimes? Probably. Can they, hit a couple floaters or something? Probably. But
you also got to remember, they don't take it to the basket as much because they got Wembanyama there. They're not stupid. If Wembanyama's not in the game, you saw OG. He can drive it to the hole. He even took it on Wembanyama. Mikal Bridges can do the same.
But I said Anunoby's one of his biggest offensive trait is being able to drive. I said that.
Big body.
But here's the thing with what you're saying. I get what you're saying about scorer and shooter, but they really offset each other because the Knicks have better shooters in that aspect, and Castle and Harper are better drivers. So really, it goes both. It cancels each other out. Because
so when you add Fox to the mix, then what happens?
When Fox is on, because Fox been off. Last game he was on. The first game he was off.
Again. Again. And that's why I said those three.
Okay, but then I can argue that our bench is better than the fucking Spurs, so that makes us more of a complete team, right?
I mean, I would say y'all bench is deeper than the Spurs because everybody has a role. Like, and that's my
That's
one
what a
thing
bench
about
does.
New York. That's my
Everybody's
one
a
thing
role.
about New York that's really better than every other team in the league right now, outside of OKC, is that everybody on New York knows their role and they're okay with it. There is no egos. Hey, Brunson and Cat is the 1-2 punch. The game, and they have that setup, and I think New York.
Not everybody on the Knicks has to be a scorer. Like you said, they do fit roles. A lot of them are two-way defensive players that can really lock up in D, and that's what we're seeing in this series is Hart, OG, and Mikal Bridges, Shamet, Deuce. They can all lock up on guards. And that's what's the difference of the series, because when you look at the past series, all the guards for the Spurs were able to get off because they didn't have the defensive guys to really shut them down. You're seeing a different story with the Knicks because the Knicks can switch guys and they're longer guys. Like Mikal Bridges is 6'6". OG is 6'8". Josh Hart is 6'5", but he's got wingspan. Deuce is 6'2" with wingspan. Shamet's got some height on him. Like, those dudes can lock him up. Now, are they scorers? No, they're probably more shooters. But who cares? Like, you look at all those players and then tell me who on the Spurs outside of Harper is really balling from the bench.
All right, let's talk about game 3. But before we talk about game 3,
I think that's a legitimate statement. Even though I could argue that if Harrison Barnes actually act like he want to play, he got your whole bench beat.
That guy needs to retire, bro. God damn.
All right, let's talk about game 3 and game 4. All right, before we talk about game 3 and game 4, Nate, you Knicks fans need to chill.
Authorities saying it ended up with one officer getting punched in the face. Fortunately, that officer is okay, but that's exactly the type of excitement, the type of behavior police say they do not want to see as we welcome the Knicks back home for Game 3. Now, fans celebrated last night after a thrilling Game 2 against the Spurs. Watch parties lit up the city, including this one outside Madison Square Garden, where we found roughly 6,000 people, some sporting their blue and orange. The game took Knicks fans through every emotion. The end result, they say, was worth it.
I felt great. I feel amazing. We got Brunson. That's all we need to clutch. He's going to bring it home. We good. Feeling great. I think the Knicks are going to pull it out, and we're going to win it in 4. Knicks in 4. Yes. Ring be here soon. Yes. Yes, Brunson. Ring be here soon.
And Citizen App video shows police trying to disperse large crowds after the game. Folks who got a little too excited, including at least one person seen climbing a light pole. Authorities say one individual actually struck a police officer in the face after jumping over a barrier and refusing to leave, causing that officer to sustain lacerations to the face and needing medical treatment. Multiple individuals, according to authorities, were arrested for selling counterfeit merchandise, with one of the individuals being arrested for possession of a loaded firearm. We're also learning that 17 people in all were arrested and charged, and 9 are being released with criminal court summonses for disorderly conduct. But again, authorities are saying that the bottom line is, do not be the person that spoils all the fun as we welcome the Knicks back home come Monday. For now.
So Nate, with that said, man,
This is what I'm gonna tell you.
Fuck, you're right.
There's two things.
With the series headed back to New York, is it over for the Spurs, man?
Yes, it's over. The Knicks are gonna win and they're gonna sweep. And I don't know what history prevails, but I don't know if a team has ever had 4 straight sweeps in a row.
I never seen a team that had 17 fans arrested either, but okay, go ahead. I'm sorry about that. My bad.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? You're one-sided, because if you watch the Spurs celebrations, they're fighting each other, and they're getting arrested. And it's the thing called alcohol. That really is the equalizer for a lot of people. Some people know how to handle their alcohol, and others are fuck ups and don't know how to handle their alcohol. So, if I'm a Knicks fan, I'm not going to go punch a cop because I'm not that dumbass, stupid. I'm enjoying myself and I'm having a good time, but that's just the people that are stupid. It's not the actions, So
they're gonna be flipping cars and burning cars.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. If you want to be an animal, go be an animal. But I mean, most of the majority of people are just enjoying having a good time. It's just the idiots that ruin it for everybody. But yes, the Knicks will sweep this series in 4, and we will have a new champion.
Marcus,
All I gotta say is if New York sweeps this, we done seen the parades and celebrations where cars are being burnt down and flipped. They're shutting New York down for a month, if that. The cleanup
Probably.
for just the parade and the celebration alone is gonna take a month, month and a half.
Yeah. That city will
It's
never sleep.
it's gonna be bad in New York. This going if New York pulls off this sweep, I wouldn't want to go anywhere near there because
Shit, I might try to go there. Hell yeah.
so it's gonna be bad. I hope the Spurs win one in New York, but if I'm being honest with myself, unless they come out and punch the Knicks in the mouth game 3, it's a sweep.
Trey. Is it over?
Pretty much, man. Like I said, I'm gonna go back to game 2. Like this, the Spurs had an
Why the fuck you
opportunity.
keep doing that?
The Spurs had an opportunity, to steal that game, but they lost by 1 point. But like I always said, man, I'm gonna keep on saying it, man. The only scenario the Spurs has right now is they guards. Other than that, it's a wrap. Because if Carl Anthony Towns continue to play aggressive on Wemby, like I keep stressing, it is a wrap. Because who gonna guard Jalen Brunson? You got Bridges out there. I mean, the whole damn New York team is just, this is their time, bro. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So if Dylan Harper, if Carter Bryant or those guys don't step it up, man, it is a wrap for the San Antonio Spurs. That's all I got to say about that, Brandon.
Steve.
I'm feeling good today. I got my fly shit on. All of my bills is paid. Hey, 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 hey.
Why they keep doing that? My bad.
What's your point?
Working out the kinks, the computer. But go ahead, Steve. Is it over?
So, as far as is it over for the Spurs, I'm going to say no. It's not over till it's over. Now, if they lose game 3, then it's over.
It's over.
It's completely over. But I still give the Spurs a chance to make this a series. It's not over. It's because you lose 2 at home, you can come back and win 2 on the road. It's sometimes the playoffs it can be like that sometimes, but it's never over till it's over.
That happens.
It can happen though. I see that.
Anything can happen.
It can happen.
Vegas.
Well, I think
Steven Vegas thing say is still hope for the Spurs.
Jamal, it's hope. But I'm gonna tell you like this: if the Knicks win, you already know the Statue of Liberty gonna have that Brunson jersey ready for. I'm telling you, it's gonna be ready.
Captain America.
Uh-oh. But if it happens, sweet.
Jamal, same question, man. When the series heading back to New York, is it over for the Spurs?
Nah, I don't think this series is over. I mean, you still got. I think the Spurs are too talented to go ahead and let this be a sweep. I don't see that. I think they're going to at least try to at least get one of these. But Game 3 is probably the biggest game in probably in the history of. I mean, not in the history, but probably in the short run of the San Antonio Spurs and what they're doing right now in their young career. So I'm going to give the Spurs at least the benefit of the doubt and say they will at least get one, but it's going to have to be Game 3. So Game 4, if they don't hit because if they can't get Game 3, their soul is snatched. And you thought it's going to be over. You trust me when I'm telling you this. If the Knicks get Game 3, Game 4. You thought when the Boston Celtics beat up on the LA Lakers in 2008 to end that series or something? Shit, the Knicks are going to take everything from them, period. They're going to beat them so bad, they're going to, it's going to be awful. Like, I'm serious. I wouldn't be surprised if the score at halftime of that Game 4 would be like 73 to like 12.
Yeah.
That's how bad they're going to want it. They're going to, they're going to show up, show out, and show their ass. if this series goes down 3 games to nothing. So I will give the benefit of the doubt to them. They're going to get one.
All right, my last topic before we head out here. Before we do that, I'd like to appreciate everybody that came out and watched. Do us a favor, hit the subscribe button. Detroit Fan Report. Appreciate that, y'all. With my last question, if the series is over right now, is Cat the MVP? Nate,
Yes, sir.
you're the big Knicks fan, man.
He is because he's been the two-way player that nobody saw coming. He's always been an offensive guy, but he's never really showed the tenacity on defense that he showed this playoffs. And it's not just this series, man. It's heightened more because it's Wembanyama and he's struggling. But he's been locking down everybody he's been going against in this playoffs. Like I said, if this is the new Cat unleashed along with the playmaker Cat, this is a special player going forward, y'all. Like, this guy is putting it all together now, even though he's like probably almost 30, but he's in his prime still. He's putting it together now, and that's scary for the league, especially for the East, because because you know what JB can do. JB can do his thing. He's always been that way. But Cat is the MVP for sure.
D, is Cat the MVP right now? If the series ends today?
Hell, is the Cat MVP of this series? Absolutely. I don't even know. Who else you gonna give it to?
No one.
No one.
Yeah, you got it. All right, catch you later.
OG.
Trey.
Who else you gonna give it to, bro? Cat, listen. For all the flack they gave Cat in Minnesota about not living up to #1 potential and all that old extra
Eating
crazy.
crow right now because Anthony Edwards would love his ass right now.
Man, listen, y'all better put some respect on Anthony Towns' name. You know what I'm talking about? He said he was the best shooting big man ever, and right now he's playing like one of the best #1 overall picks. Like he playing every facet. He getting steals, blocks. He hitting it from the perimeter. He driving. He in the paint. He on the boards. He passing. I mean, what else you want from him?
What can he do?
Stop being so flaky when he goes to the rim. He's so flamboyant when he goes to the rim sometimes. It's like,
walk better.
Get off it, man. Listen.
Hey.
Yeah, why does it matter? Why they let
it does because the
why they
refs
let
don't
that
buy it.
sassy
They
dude-
don't. The refs don't buy it. That's what I'm trying to say. Is like because
Why
he
they
kind of
let
has
that
that.
sassy
He flails
dude-
his arms a lot.
He said, why let that sassy dude do that? That's crazy.
Yeah, if he's so sassy, why they let him do that? Clearly, I would have to consider them being sassy more than him. If you let the sassy dude, well, technically, we use a sassy out of context, right?
I'm just saying if he could be more aggressive and more mild mannered when he goes to the rim.
I was about to say something, but it might get banned for it. But I'm like, no.
we almost at 1,000 subscribers. Don't do it yet.
I was about to say something, but I'm like, no.
If you gotta think about it, don't say it.
Hey, listen. I say it off air.
Fair enough.
Breeze, same question, man. This Cat's MVP, man.
No, they're not gonna give it to him. They're gonna give it to Brunson. They're gonna give it to Brunson. They're gonna give it to big body Brunson.
I see what you're getting at.
You could be right because they did that with JB. Remember, they gave JB the MVP over Tatum.
Yeah,
JB deserved it.
JB did deserve it.
He did deserve it.
Well,
But I just think
MVP himself.
Yeah, because I just think just because of how the finals are and how much Brunson has done for the Knicks, I think he's going to be that MVP. Hands down. I just think that. It's not even a question. He's going to win it.
Yeah, I mean, would you lock up a guy like Wembanyama, who's arguably the next greatest player to play? That's saying something, bro, especially when you're not known to be a defender. Like, that just speaks volumes right there within itself.
Hey, listen, it could be Wembanyama, horizontal, vertical.
You're done.
Nixon in 4 or 5.
Hey, it's Wimpy. It's Wimpy, not Wemby. Wimpy.
Hey, I'm going to call him Wembanyama.
Trey the Guru, man. Same question. Is Cat the MVP right now, man?
Wembanyama.
I'm gonna go. He can. Can he win? Can he win co-MVP? Because I'm thinking Bronson, man. Bronson been in
I
told
mean,
the
if
whole
Brunson
damn
balls out these
team,
next two
man.
games, you could argue that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna not acknowledge him not being MVP. You know what I'm saying? Because he keep dogging goddamn win, but give it to him. If he put another damn 20 or 30 on his ass, give it to him. That's all I gotta say about that. Keep dogging it, cause that it could have been Ruby Gobert and goddamn Julius Randle in the finals, but they too damn soft. Just like Jared Allen and even Mobley, they too damn soft. Give it to him. Give the cat.
Damn, he threw the Cavs underneath the bus. Jamal.
He's going Jamal now. He ain't coming back.
Hey, I don't think.
Make it square.
No, I'm just a little busy right now at work. So I heard the question: is Cat right now the MVP of the series? Absolutely, because he's right now taking Wemby's heart right now. Brunson is supposed to be doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing, but nobody's expecting Cat to play the best game, the biggest and the best basketball of his career right now. Because right now it's looking like that whole Julius Randle trade for Cat is working out right now. So Minnesota's kind of looking bad at the moment right now, but hey, it is what it is. Cat knows what is it. Cat knows what's at stake right now, so I see him still playing, and still doing his damn thing on the court and stuff like that. But right now, if I have to give the MVP to anybody, it is definitely Carl Anthony Towns. All right, I got to go back to work, but I'm still here and I'm still listening to y'all.
For sure. We're at the end of the show right now anyway. I appreciate everybody that came out to watch, man. Do us a favor, man. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure I'm going to let everybody on the panel know where they can find him at. Starting with the man holding the broom. Steve, let them know where they can find you at, man.
He's trying to clean.
Hey man, y'all can find me New Breed 313 Sports, 313 New Breed Real Talk, and once again under the mattress, under the mattress. We ain't talking about
Your mama's
the
house.
We going all in. We going all in. We hide. We searching. We going all up in there.
Nate, man, let them know where they can find you at, man. That's why.
How can I follow up that shit? Whippy. Yeah. Shout out to everybody on the panel. It's good talking with y'all, man. One Ass Chica 3 Toes podcast on YouTube. Like and subscribe to us. We're hopefully gonna try to get back probably near training camp. Maybe get a show before that. But yeah, check us out. All Lions talk. Super excited for the Lions. Of course, my Knicks are gonna take care of business first, and then we got Lions season after that. Orange and blue skies, baby. Knicks are gonna sweep in 4. JB's gonna be Captain America in New York. Let's go.
If it's orange and blue sky, that means a lot of pollution in the air. Marcus, man.
Haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate.
Hey, I mean, they coming out the East. I got the Knicks winning, but they coming out the East.
Haters get paid. Haters get paid.
Marcus, man, let them know they can find you at, bro.
You can find me on Facebook and YouTube under the Father's Den podcast. And you can also catch me on the Detroit Fan Report.
For sure. Appreciate that. D, man, let them know about your podcast, man, before we head out here, man.
Did you just say me? I'm over here lip reading, bro. I can't hear you for nothing.
It's you.
I bet. Yo. D-Trent, Game Changer Sports Talk in the Street Sports. You know what I'm saying? Up here with my Detroit Fan Report, folks. You know how we get down. You feel me? Definitely catch me on all the streaming sites. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna definitely catch me over here with them rapping about this game tomorrow because I'm off tomorrow. So we can definitely chop it up about the game tomorrow because I will actually get to watch a whole joint. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, Nathan can actually keep his spirits high. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, if they goes up 3-0, he gonna be insufferable. Oh, MG.
Oh man, you're gonna find me in the barren desert, cheering out.
Jamal, man, let them know where they can find you at when you ain't at work. All right, wait on Jamal. Trey the Guru, let them know where they can find you at, Trey.
Hey, y'all can find me at Trey the Guru Sports Talk. at Tremaine Shakars Brown on all social media platforms, man. And y'all especially can find me right here on the Detroit Fan Report, man. Y'all get at me. I'm still gonna do some NFL too, so y'all stay tuned.
Yeah. Trey, you need to do those like calm sound voices for like somebody. Like
Be
you got
reading a
like that
story to
real
somebody at
calming.
night.
Yeah. You got like that calming spirit, man. He's like shit, man, makes you want to like just lay on a pillow.
Read me my audio.
And we're gonna start calling Trey. We're gonna start him Trey the Truth. Trey the Truth.
I like that. Trey Smooth. Trey Smooth.
Hey, Steve, I can use my voice to help you get on the mattress, though.
Y'all can find Jamal right here every Tuesday on the NFL Weekly Show. Also find him right here on the NBA Nightly Show. I know Jamal's at work, man. Make that money, man. Don't make that money make you. Players Club. But before we head out of here, y'all, we gotta see Baby Nate one more time, and then we head out of here, y'all.
Yo, fuck the cat, fuck Donovan Mitchell, fuck all that pussy ass. Fuck all that shit. Big things on my body, bitch.
I want to know what. I want to know what his mom said when he. I want to know what his mom said when he saw that shit. Good shit, son. He got an ass whooping. I guarantee you.
Way to go, son. Way to go, son.
It's a big Nick on your body, son. All right, y'all. Appreciate everybody that came out and watched it. Make sure you subscribe to everybody's podcast to hear, man. And make sure you subscribe to their channels, man. We will see y'all after game 3. With that said, everybody have a blessed night.
Go Knicks, go.
And it's still fuck Jason Tatum.
Oh, Nate, you got your little Knicks shirt on tonight. We see you repping tonight, big. Okay. Big Knicks on my body. Big Knicks on my body.
I'm ready for my championship shirt. I'm ready for my championship shirt.
All right, with that said, y'all, we out. Peace.